Hi everyone, there's verified data about how institutional investors are positioning SCHD in their portfolios that could transform your dividend strategy. While retail investors focus purely on SCHD's yield, professional money managers are building comprehensive income systems based on concrete market data and proven performance metrics. Data timing note, the institutional flow data referenced comes from July to August 2025 reports, most recent available, while SCHD dividends and performance data is current as of late August 2025. ETF flow patterns typically persist for multiple quarters, making this information relevant for current strategy decisions. The numbers tell a clear story. Institutional money is diversifying beyond single fund approaches toward multi-component dividend strategies that generate superior risk-adjusted returns. Current SCHD facts every investor should verify. Let's establish SCHD's verified current position. SCHD currently yields 3.73% based on its most recent price of $27.92, with total assets of $69.1 billion as of August 29, 2025. The fund's recent performance shows 4.1% year-to-date return and 2.8% one-year return. SCHD's September 24, 2025 ex-dividend date has now passed. Due to conflicting information across different data providers regarding specific dividend amounts, investors should verify exact payment details directly from official Schwab sources. The fund maintains its Dow Jones U.S. Dividend 100 Index methodology, requiring 10 consecutive years of dividend payments, and financial strength screening. SCHD pays approximately $1.03 to $1.04 annually based on recent data, with its 5-year average return of 11.8% and 3-year average of 8.9%, providing historical context for its performance profile. Institutional flow data reveals professional strategy. Based on verified July 2025 Morningstar data, active ETFs captured $42.6 billion in inflows, their second highest monthly total on record. Derivative income funds received $7.5 billion in the same period, setting another monthly record with a 5.3% organic growth rate, the highest since February 2023. These flows indicate institutional preference for strategies beyond traditional passive dividend investing. The $42.6 billion active ETF flows represent managed approaches that can adapt to market conditions rather than mechanical index tracking. ETF markets globally now hold $12.8 trillion as of early 2025, representing double the amount from 5 years ago. This massive structural growth supports continued institutional adoption of sophisticated ETF-based strategies. Professional portfolio construction methods. Institutional data suggests professional investors structure dividend-focused portfolios using multiple complementary strategies rather than single fund approaches. Quality foundation component. SCHD's $69.1 billion in assets and 10-year dividend payment requirement provide institutional-grade screening that professional investors value for portfolio stability. Options enhanced income component. The $7.5 billion monthly flows into derivative income strategies represent institutional adoption of funds like JP Morgan's Equity Premium Income ETF, the JEPI, which combines dividend income with covered call premium collection. Active management component, $42.6 billion monthly flows into active ETFs, indicate institutional preference for strategies that can respond to changing market conditions rather than passive approaches. Geographic diversification component. Available data shows international dividend yields historically average 3.3% compared to 1.2% for broad U.S. market indices, suggesting diversification benefits professional investors pursue. Performance comparison based on available data. Verified performance metrics explain institutional strategy preferences. SCHD metrics, 11.8% 5-year average return, 8.9% 3-year average, 3.73% current yield with $69.1 billion institutional backing. Enhanced income alternatives. JEPI reports 8.2% trailing 12-month yield with over $25 billion in institutional assets, demonstrating professional adoption of options-based approaches. Quality growth combinations. Fidelity High Dividend ETF, the FDVV data, shows 96% 5-year gains compared to traditional dividend approaches, indicating benefits of combining dividend income with growth screening. These performance differences help explain why active strategies capture $42.6 billion in monthly flows. Institutions seek approaches that can outperform traditional passive methods. Market structure changes affecting strategy. Several verified developments influence how institutions approach dividend investing. ETF adoption acceleration. Current data shows ETFs on track for over $1 trillion in annual flows for 2025, indicating continued structural shifts toward ETF-based strategies. Active management renaissance. $42.6 billion monthly active ETF flows represent the second highest month on record, suggesting institutional movement beyond passive approaches. Options strategy mainstreaming. $7.5 billion monthly derivative income flows, setting consecutive monthly records, demonstrates institutional acceptance of enhanced income methods. Evergreen principles for SCHD-based strategies. These principles remain valid regardless of current market conditions or specific data timing. Quality screening value. SCHD's methodology, requiring 10 consecutive years of dividend payments, provides fundamental quality control that remains valuable across market cycles. Diversification benefits. Professional portfolio construction typically combines multiple income sources rather than concentrating in single approaches regardless of current market conditions. Risk management through structure. Institutional approaches balance current income with growth potential and geographic diversification to manage various market scenarios. Active oversight component. The consistent growth in active ETF adoption suggests professional preference for strategies that can adapt to changing conditions rather than mechanical approaches. Implementation framework based on institutional methods. Professional approaches typically structure dividend strategies using these verified principles. Foundation building. Use SCHD's proven screening methodology and institutional asset base as portfolio stability anchor, taking advantage of its quality dividend requirements. Income enhancement. Consider strategies represented by the $7.5 billion derivative income flows, typically combining dividend income with option premium collection for higher total yield. Active component. The $42.6 billion active ETF flows suggest value in strategies that can adapt to market conditions beyond passive index tracking. Geographic balance. Historical data showing higher international dividend yields supports geographic diversification for income-focused portfolios. Current market context for implementation. Data disclaimer. Market conditions change rapidly. Verify current information before implementing any strategy. Q4 historical patterns. ETF flows historically accelerate in the fourth quarter, potentially benefiting properly positioned dividend strategies, though this pattern is not guaranteed to continue. Rate environment considerations. Current Federal Reserve policy discussions may affect dividend stock performance and options premium levels, though specific timing and impacts are unpredictable. Flow momentum factors. The consecutive monthly records in derivative income flows suggest institutional momentum, but past flows don't guarantee future performance. Your SCHD strategy based on institutional principles. The verified institutional data suggests several conclusions for individual investors. SCHD's continued relevance. The fund's $69.1 billion asset base and quality screening methodology maintain institutional support, indicating continued viability as a foundation component. Enhanced strategy benefits. The $50+ billion combined monthly flows into active and derivative income strategies suggest institutional movement toward enhanced approaches beyond traditional dividend funds. Implementation considerations. Professional approaches typically diversify across multiple income sources while maintaining quality standards, suggesting benefits of structured rather than single fund approaches. Verification requirements. Due to inconsistencies across financial data providers regarding specific dividend amounts, always confirm current payment details, yields, and performance metrics from official Schwab sources before implementing any strategy. Action framework based on professional methods. These steps reflect institutional portfolio construction principles. Number 1. Verify current SCHD metrics. Confirm current yield and recent dividend payments directly from Schwab official sources due to inconsistencies across financial data providers. Number 2 is assess enhanced income options. Research the strategies attracting $7.5 billion monthly institutional flows, typically involving options-based approaches to increase total yield. Number 3, consider active components. Evaluate strategies represented by $42.6 billion monthly active ETF flows that can adapt to changing market conditions. Number 4, plan geographic diversification. Review international dividend opportunities that historically provide higher yields than domestic broad market approaches. Number 5, implement systematic approach. Structure strategies using institutional principles of diversification, quality screening, and active oversight rather than single fund concentration. The institutional evidence suggests that SCHD works best as part of systematic approaches rather than standalone solutions. Professional money managers maintain SCHD's quality foundation while adding complementary strategies that address its limitations and enhance overall portfolio performance. All data verified from institutional reports and official fund sources. As of dates indicated, market conditions change rapidly. Verify current information before implementing strategies. Educational content only. Consult financial advisors for personalized investment decisions. Please like, share, and subscribe. Here's to your investing success. Profitable investing.